Hello Art 1 students. The first video that I'm going to be posting onto your Google Classroom stream for you today is how to create a blank color wheel for those of you who might be working from home and unable to print your own. Ideally, to create your own color wheel, you would need a compass, a protractor, and a ruler and a pencil. Now, if you don't have those materials, it's perfectly fine. Just do the best that you can to mimic what I'm doing without. So with my compass, the first thing that I'm going to do is just make a circle. That takes up most of the page. It doesn't necessarily have to be quite this large, but I'm going to make mine nice and big so that you guys can see it easily. And then I'm just going to mark with a little dot where the metal part of my compass was, because then I need to divide that circle into 12 sections. So to figure out the degrees, I would just do 360 divided by 12, which is going to give me 30. So I know that I'm going to be making a mark every 30 degrees along my protractor. So I'm just going to put my protractor to where that dot is right in the middle. Make a little mark at the 0, the 30, the 60, the 90, 120, 150, and 180. Then I'm just going to flip my protractor. Once again, find the center. Make sure that my hash marks line up. So make sure that this hash mark is now on the 0 and this one is on the 180. And then I'm just going to make a mark at the 150, 120, 90, 60, and 30. So that then I have 12 even sections going around. And my next step would be with a ruler to just connect those hash marks across. So it should touch hash mark, center dot, hash mark. So essentially you are just creating a circle that basically has 12 even center meeting pieces. Now again, if you don't have a compass, ruler, protractor, those types of things at your house, and you have to recreate your own color wheel, you can definitely get something similar by finding a large circle to trace and then dividing it into fourths and then thirds. Just the main idea is to get it as close to even as you can. So then once I have my 12 sections, either on the printed copy, because you will have access to this if you are able to print, or on your free drawn copy, your next step is going to be to label your colors. So as you can see on your instructions, you are going to label the 3 primary colors first, as it says in these instructions, which will also be posted on Google Classrooms. So now I'm going to mark my 3 primary colors. I'm just going to put a red, and then I'm going to skip 3 spaces, yellow, skip 3 more spaces, and blue. So now I have all 3 of my primary colors marked. So now I'm going to mark my secondary colors. Blue and yellow combine to make green. So in the space directly between, I'm going to put a G. Red and yellow combine to make orange. So I'm going to put an O on that space. Red and blue make violet or purple. So I'm going to put a V right here. So now I've got my primary colors and I've got my secondary colors. The next part is going to be to go ahead and label your intermediate or tertiary colors. Now remember, these are the ones made by a primary plus the secondary that is closest to it. And it goes in between. And remember, you always say the primary first, So red, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, green, blue, green, blue, violet, and red, violet. You can definitely just abbreviate like I did. I do recommend putting your abbreviations or the names around the outside so that you have the entire section on the inside to add the color, which is what I will be talking about and showing you all in the next video. I'm going to show you first of all how to do it with paint, because that is the ideal medium to use because you can mix your own colors that way and you learn more about the color wheel. And I'm also going to talk and show you a little bit about how to do it with colored pencil, because that is your second best bet. Obviously, if you are working at home, use whatever materials and supplies you have access to, but start with paint as the first choice, watercolor paint as the second choice, and then colored pencil as your third choice. And then from that point, if you have questions about what medium you should use, just email me or talk to me if you are going to be in class at all, and we can figure it out from there.